Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast. What? Why are you shaking no?
That was not very good intro. I don't know. It's just too awkward for everyone in the room.
I guess. I'm just saying hi.
Hello.
To my right, as usual, we have the incredible Andrew.
Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Hello.
Over there, a little bit straighter ahead of me, we have the intellectual and fascinating Zach.
Thank you.
Who I'm quite sure just picked stuff just to mess with me.
Yep.
Sure.
To my left, Alex. Thank
What
you for
up?
being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
You don't get any titles.
No title for
You're
me.
just Alex.
I'm fine.
What?
Oh, wow.
What
I'm-
episode is this? What number?
24.
124.
Shit.
124? Oh, dang.
I don't know.
Going for years.
Andrew doesn't know numbers.
Nope.
How long do we have on this podcast before we crash and burn?
124.
24 probably.
24?
Oh,
This
so
is
this
it?
is it? Yeah.
But
This is
before
the
it
end,
completely
right here.
derails,
You're saying 24 more episodes, or this is the last one?
this is it.
Oh, boy.
There's no way. I'm just kidding.
So how are y'all doing?
I'm doing okay. It was a hot day today.
Yeah?
I had to do some stuff outside. Built up a sweat. Didn't enjoy it.
What kind of stuff?
I had to go spray the yard.
With?
Weed killer.
How'd that go?
Dude, it was hot, dude. I didn't think it'd be that bad, but I was just getting so hot. I was like, oh my God, this is taking forever. And by the way, I used the entire thing.
A weed killer?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, you.
That's wasteful.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's the last 6 months.
I have a lot of ants in my house right now because of the heat.
Really?
I don't like it. They're
Where at?
bleaching.
Kitchen?
Like around the sinks and stuff.
Ooh, you leaving food out or what?
No, I think they're just, I don't know. That's where the water
It's
is.
where it's cooler, and that's where the water is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what to do. I know you guys have your methods of like using a vacuum on them.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you do?
Poison.
One of our friends get this like poison trap that's like, I don't know, military grade or something, and
Whoa.
it works really well.
Holy shit. You telling me our troops use that?
Yeah.
Okay. I went to Walmart because I asked that same friend, and it was there. It's not military grade, but it's like $5.
But it kills them pretty quick, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's like poison jelly in there that the ants are attracted to.
They eat it and then they die.
They bring it back to the colony, and it starts killing them all there.
Wow. We should try that.
Nah, the poison works way better.
Yeah.
It is poison.
No, but this one kills them on command.
Okay.
At first contact, they literally start shriveling.
But if you get the other one, it'll take it back to the colony, then they'll just all die.
Or you just get a water hose and just find the anthill and drown them out.
Or you can just camp out where they're coming from and just squish them one by one.
Yeah.
as they
Or
come
we've
in
done
out.
that where we spray the poison down the hole, the ant hole.
Maybe if you kill enough
So
right where the hole
magnifying
is,
glass.
when they come out, they'll see the dead bodies and then just give up
Nope.
because they're
Zach,
terrified.
I've never used a magnifying glass on ants before.
I never have either.
I want to try that though.
I feel like that's a myth. I don't know if that's effective.
I don't know either.
I've seen it in movies, but like animated movies like Ant Bully.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
He was doing that. I think they caught on fire. I don't know if it's that
I don't
strong.
know if they catch on fire, but
I don't even think I own a magnifying glass.
That surprises me.
Why?
You're such a weirdo. I feel like you would.
No, I don't. My grandma had one, but that's all I knew. I don't have that shit. But yeah, I want to try that thing with the ant trap. I've never had one of those before.
So maybe this weekend you can get some supplies and try and kill some ants. What do you mean? You just said you wanted to. You just wanted to get a trap and a magnifying
Yeah, but now
glass.
it just sounds like a lot of work.
Because now he has to let them in.
Now you have to get
Amazon.
up and
Can't
go
you
do
just put
stuff?
that shit like outside by an anthill? Why do you have to put it inside?
Because they're coming into your house.
Because they're already inside the house.
Okay, but if you put by the anthill outside,
I mean, you could do that, but then you have to find the anthill.
They're probably also resting
That's
like
true.
in the walls. They probably don't go all the way back into the ground and then all the
No,
way back
yeah,
into
you're
your
right.
house every time.
what kind of ants are they? Are they red or
No.
black?
Corpus aurealis.
Don't know what that is.
I just made up a freaking Latin.
He's not an entomologist.
Oh,
He
God.
Just
just
like-
asked you
just
red or
like-
black.
Red or black?
Black.
Yesterday I saw baby ants. Have you ever seen those?
No. How can you tell they're baby?
They're fucking microscopic, bro.
Yeah, they're way smaller.
They're
than
way
normal
smaller,
size.
and like they find like I feel like those are the scouts. No, I'm not kidding you, bro. Like they could be the scouts, and then the rest of the ants come in because they'll be in like the tiniest holes in your wall or on your counter or something. It's like, oh shit, I see those fuckers. There's like a bunch of them going to like one little crumb that they find. And then it's like, I know that they're going to bring the rest of them. So I got to kill them now and then seal off that shit with poison before they bring the rest of them. New tactics. Why are you looking at me like that?
And I'm just fascinated by how into this you are.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Maybe you should like wait for the queen to come out and capture her.
The queen? Do they even have a queen?
Yes.
Yes.
I've never seen an ant queen.
Because it doesn't come out.
It's just a myth then. I don't believe it.
Okay.
It's just a myth.
Should get an ant farm.
Wait a sec.
Well, if you use the poison like box, eventually like there's big ass ants that go in there, and queens too because they have the wings. So you can see them go
that's
in there.
right. Because the queen and
Oh God.
the
Bug's Life.
Here comes stupid.
Bug's Life, yes,
There it is.
had wings, and so did the princess. I remember that shit, and I was like, "Holy shit! Why is that ant flying?" I've never seen an ant fly in real life though. Any of you guys?
No,
Yes.
it's probably too small.
Really?
And too fast for me to see.
When have you seen an ant fly?
Years ago, but I've seen an ant fly.
I want to know the process of why the queen goes in there though. Like all these ants are dying in there, so like how does word get back? Like, yo, queen, there's some good shit in here. Like, come check it out.
I
Dead.
think their antennas, they like transfer to different ants in a blink of an eye, like that.
Like they send signals.
I think
out
so.
to each other.
What is that little antenna things? Like,
I think that's how they see and
That's how they smell.
smell.
Oh, smell.
It's like receptors on there.
Well, maybe because there's so many and they're all usually in a trail, right? They just send the message down.
Like by word of mouth.
I think so.
Maybe.
How else do you think they could do it?
I don't know.
They got a big network.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to Red Lobster today, and I know you hated Alex.
Son of a bitch.
I do hate Red Lobster.
Why?
It was so good.
No,
you
I hate
it.
Red
What's
Lobster.
wrong with Red Lobster?
I feel like
Nothing.
it's because it's not by the sea. I'm missing out on that seafood flavor, man. Like it needs to be
mean
by the
the
sea. If it
salty air.
when it's by the sea, I know it's super fresh. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's the catch of the day. This stuff.
They don't always get it from wherever you are at the coast.
What do you mean?
They don't literally have like
if you go to
workers go out to the beach and
But that
fish
way
for the
I know.
food.
That way I know it's at least closer. Like you can probably go catch a fish right there and serve it
No.
on my plate.
No,
How do you know that?
they don't
But
always do
if you
that.
go to like a wharf and you order like lobster or something, that means you're assuming that every time like
He's
during the day
assuming
they're
that
just getting
the crab
lobsters
legs
all
they're
day.
from the ocean
Yeah,
right
crabs
here.
right there.
Yeah.
No, that's not how.
Okay,
it
but
works.
that's how I need to eat seafood. Like
So
not
you're-
all seafood, but like Red Lobster type seafood.
This is all in your head. Ben.
plates.
You lunatic.
No, I'm not a lunatic.
hella
I swear.
blank.
That
Little
is
crazy.
Yeah,
You're a nut.
Go on, Zach.
Nut.
Oh
Nope,
my
this
god.
this is a
okay,
problem.
but what did you have at Red Lobster? What was so good about it?
Lobster tacos.
That doesn't sound good at all.
You eat fish tacos. What the
That's
hell's the
a
difference?
staple though.
Huh?
That's
It's a staple.
common.
thing
That's
that
more
you
common. I've
get
never
at
heard
other
of
restaurants.
lobster tacos.
he's just being dumb.
Well, like what do they put in it? Like cilantro and like cabbage and stuff like that?
No, neither. They had their own like homemade salsa thing. Had different ingredients in it.
Was it good though? Mm-hmm. You know what I like though is their bread.
The little
Their
biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
That's just the best.
So you just like their bread.
Yeah, if I could just get a whole platter of their bread, I'd be fine.
Well, usually, since I live with this man, usually if he strays away from the fish tacos, it's like plates of all their like typical stuff like shrimp and scallops, but strictly fried.
Only at these places.
Not
like
grilled.
at Red Lobster, yes, because I don't. Again, with the whole fresh fish thing, right? Maybe I'm just fucking crazy.
You are.
Little.
A little. I'll take a little.
You just assume that every place at the coast catches all their food daily.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys this: fried or
Raw.
grilled fresh fish?
Grilled.
Grilled. Raw. I don't think I've had grilled really. So I guess fried.
2v2. Okay, but like, I like fish and chips though.
What does that have to do with
Is,
it?
is that like?
The argument. We're going to go back
Okay.
to lobsters.
Yeah, why is fish tacos better than lobster tacos?
These fish tacos you get are still here, like in the valley. It's not really by the ocean.
Yeah.
So why is that? Why does that get a pass?
Because I feel like
I have a
Red
theory, but
Lobster
go
is
on.
so like what's the word? Chainy. Does that make sense?
Oh God. Yeah.
And like the places by the sea are usually not, and that way there's a bigger chance of getting the catch of the day.
They just say that.
What do you mean?
They just say that.
And you're saying that
sometimes
they're
they actually
probably
do,
lying?
and they'll specify that it's from this place.
But that's usually like they'll announce it like it's a
Yeah.
specialty for the day.
Yeah.
Like it's freshly caught, whatever. It's
I've
not like
seen
if you
it-
get fish
it on the
tacos
menu
there,
where
that's gonna be
like,
fresh.
This is caught from, and it even says here. It
Yeah.
doesn't say, oh, it's just fresh. No,
Okay.
like they say, like, oh, it was caught on this bay.
Yeah, but wait
By
a minute.
George.
Yeah.
At Red Lobster, they have live lobsters in the tank, so like
That's true.
it's
Uh-oh.
fresh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's true.
That's
Okay,
as fresh
well,
as it gets.
Breaking news.
Are you sure those aren't just for show?
You pick out a lobster when you want to eat it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've never had lobster there.
I mean,
before.
I didn't pick it out, but when you
thought
want
they were
like, the
just for
full
show?
lobster, you pick out which one you want.
Oh, okay. No, I've never had that.
Boom, just poked a giant hole in your whole argument.
Thank you. But you know what? That's the same way I feel about Red Lobster as how I feel about Olive Garden.
Oh, I
So
like
if we're not in Italy, no bueno.
No, wait, what do you want, like a-
It's so. It goes back to the whole thing of it's just too much of a chain for it to be real, authentic, and delicious. Does that make sense?
I don't think they're going for authentic. It's just they're serving Italian food.
I know, but like the way like they commercialize it, it's like a real Italian stuff. You know, it always seems like it's super Italian and delicious, but yet when you get there, I've had their food. It's not that good.
It is good. I like
No,
it.
wait a minute. I just watched a clip of like Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube, and a little tiny mom and pop Italian restaurant. They on the menu they claim it's homemade fresh lasagna, like same day.
Yeah.
But they went behind the kitchen. It was frozen for like a week. So
See, that's
even though it
definitely
wasn't
Olive
even
Garden.
though it wasn't a chain, still not fresh.
Well, you can't trust all mom and pop shops.
Who are you supposed to trust?
Yeah.
The ones
No
with
one.
good reviews.
Why don't you just make it at home then?
I mean, I don't know if I knew how I would.
Yeah, I know you have such a trust issue.
Look it
It's
up.
easy.
Is
Just
it?
layers.
I know. Yeah, it sounds pretty easy.
Onions.
But I'm not gonna trust every mom and pop shop. They're on Kitchen Nightmares, Mike. They're awful.
Ugh.
You laugh. It's like I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, I laughed because you were right for
Okay.
once.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed your.
Oh, I
lunch.
did. I also had a clam chowder. Where do you stand on that, huh? I know Andrew will eat it out of the can.
Yeah, I will never eat it out of the can.
I've never done that.
I would only eat that by the sea for sure.
God, you're pathetic.
You want to catch the clams yourself and crack them open? And
That's what he assumes in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they walked over to the beach and got him.
I mean, would you eat canned clam chowder?
I don't know. I wouldn't be so opposed to it. I've just never had the chance to try it.
I've tried it. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, this guy likes it though. Loves it.
I'd
Right.
try it.
Andrew's a simple man. Simple pleasures.
Yeah, I'm not as fucking insane as you are.
I am pretty goddamn insane.
Food is food to Andrew, unless it's peanuts.
Oh yeah.
You
Or
probably go to
nuts.
like Ethiopia and they try to give you like the best food they can, and you're like, I don't know.
What do you think they eat in Ethiopia?
Bread. I've seen the bread that I've tried the bread that they eat.
Really?
Oh my
It's okay.
gosh, I remember that.
What kind of what is it?
It's called injera.
Ooh, and it's not bad.
It's not great, but it's okay.
So it's garbage.
Gets the job done as bread.
It's fuel.
Yeah, it's like to them, it's like a tortilla. They use it with a lot of foods. It's like they put it like with their hand and just grab all the rest of the food with it.
That's all right. That's cool. You know what I did this week? I was gonna go to bed, right? But then I looked on Netflix, and you know what they have on Netflix? They have that new Grinch movie with Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
Ooh.
Did you guys ever want to see that at all?
No.
No,
No.
I did, and I watched it, and you know what? It's not good.
okay. I thought you were gonna say it's great.
No.
And I thought that was gonna be your Angry Birds.
No.
What are you talking about? Angry Birds is good.
You know, because he says it's not good, I kind of want to see it now.
What? and I'll tell you why. He's kind of nice as a Grinch.
Isn't the other Grinch
No,
actually all of the Grinches?
no,
They're nice
They're not nice.
at the end.
At the end, yes, but in during the
At
movie,
the beginning.
he's got a little bit of heart.
Oh,
Just a little bit.
So
I know his
soft.
heart's like small, like it's not completely gone, but it's a little too much.
So they softened him up in this movie.
A little bit.
They decided not to go
They
as
made
edgy.
him more annoyed than angry at the whole Christmas thing. That makes sense. It's a cool movie. It looks cool. The animation's fantastic. It's all right though. Definitely for kids.
So you would have liked it more as a kid?
I think I would have.
So wait, but you saw the old ones when you were a kid, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're comparing it to.
Of course. And
Have
the
you
original.
seen them recently?
The Grinch?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's, yeah. Last Christmas.
They still hold up to your...
Oh, hell yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
All right.
No doubt my mind. I know you want me to crack. Let's say, no, not really, but no, for sure. Hold up.
All right. I'm not going to watch it.
No, don't watch it.
I'll watch it.
It's free on Netflix, dude.
It's free on Netflix.
Well, not really free because you got to pay, right, Zach, for the month?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm already paying for it, so it's free to me.
What else, Alex? What else you got?
Oh.
Since you already started.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Well, let me...
Now he's actually
now he's got
gonna
to log in.
talk.
No, it's
Gotta
just
log
I
into the
remember that
server.
from the top. You think you put this Goodbye to the Office on Netflix, boys?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
You got to make one more effort to watch it all.
I won't.
You won't?
I don't think I will.
I don't
will.
think I need to.
You don't need
I've
to?
seen it so many times.
But dude, like when you watch
every episode's like up here.
it's such a journey though. It's so good just to go back and do it again.
Yeah, it's a journey up until like season 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That shit is horrible.
Now I don't want to admit that it is worse because I love the show so much and I love how it ends. But it definitely does become a struggle once Michael leaves.
Yep.
Especially the first like 3 episodes.
With Will
No, that
Ferrell.
whole season's
The worst
bad.
character ever put in that goddamn show. Will Ferrell.
And I think it's a bigger sting to me because I watched it live. And honestly, I was almost on the edge of like, cancel this shit.
It is so rough. He just doesn't fit anything in that show. Nothing.
Did they intend to keep him longer?
I don't know.
I think they did.
It seems like they did, and then they got probably like really bad feedback, so they're like, "Oh,
But
kill him off."
I don't think they can like just make a whole nother plot line that quickly within like 3 episodes and like actually film it and have it ready. I mean, I'm no like film industry expert, but I don't think you can do an episode that fast.
No way.
No.
There's
did
no
you
way.
watch it live?
That's the season I stopped.
Oh, you should. It was bad.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it was not like.
Or
it
like, I
wasn't
finished
weekly
out that
anymore.
season.
It wasn't weekly anymore. When that happened, it was like 3 or 4 weeks apart. It was like, what's happening?
Okay, then maybe they did have.
Yeah,
feel
they
like-
could have, because Will Ferrell came in at the end of the season. He wasn't there at the beginning. He was there for
Yeah.
like 3 episodes.
last 3
and then
or
the
4.
last one was when Robert California came in, and then the season ended. So then maybe they did rewrite it. Who knows?
I don't think that because he was in like a couple before Michael leaves, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe the one right before he leaves.
Yeah.
I want to know why Steve Carell didn't finish out that season because usually they sign on for seasons. He just like said,
Well,
How
he
much
was still
left?
there.
How much left of the season is there?
I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 more episodes.
Holy shit.
Maybe even more. I'm not sure, but he didn't finish out the season. He like was like, "No, I'm done. Write me out." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I mean, there was no way I was thinking it was going to be Will Ferrell, like to take his spot full term. No way. And especially like after when they kept bringing in new bosses, I was like, I don't know if they know where they're going anymore.
No, that probably fucked everything up in the writer's room. And it was clear because I don't know if you did, but I watched it live. It was really hard.
No,
to
I
watch.
watched it live too.
Yeah,
and it was
really
rocky.
bad.
It's like what? Like season 8 is fine when Andy takes over, but it's nowhere as good.
But then they
It's-
do Andy dirty.
They do.
Like when he just decides to leave out of nowhere, and then
To the Bahamas or
Yeah.
something.
Dude, they made Andy the bad guy.
yeah.
The bad guy. And I was like, whoa, what the hell?
So besides that, they're pulling it to put on their own streaming service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which won't come out for a while.
Dude, we've discussed this before. This is a coming of the streaming services.
Yeah.
Like they're just I need to know their prices. Like right now Netflix is still king. They have the most original stuff. They still have a lot of movies that they're willing to keep on. I don't think honestly any of these other ones is going to have as much shit. Like DC Universe didn't. I don't know about CBS All Access. I think that just has Star Trek.
It has the Twilight
And Big
Zone.
Bang Theory.
No, Big Bang Theory, yeah. And the Twilight Zone.
Bang Theory.
Which I mean, like all those shows have a huge following of like older people. So I think they kind of know, regardless, they're going to have that income from them because they're the kind of people that like they're not going to mind spending like $10, $12, $15 on that if they can watch Big Bang whenever they want to, or Young Sheldon, or whatever shows they have.
God, Young Sheldon too. I forget about that show.
Has anybody seen that?
No.
Nope.
Andrew?
I don't want to.
Nope.
And you don't want to, right?
Nope.
I wouldn't either. Dang. Oh, so Hulu, does that have partnerships with HBO? Because I've seen like their plans and it says Hulu plus HBO. And it's like, I just saw that like a couple of days ago. Like I was checking my account and there's like Hulu plus Showtime, Hulu plus HBO. Because I know HBO has a lot of good shit.
It's locked. You have to have HBO to watch it on Hulu.
Oh,
Oh, on your cable.
So that's
I've
just
seen
like
that. I've seen it
saying-
for like Showtime stuff. Like it'll pop up, but there's a little lock symbol on it when you search it, and you have to have Showtime. So it's like, why the fuck would I have Showtime?
well, then
and
that's
Hulu?
like if you don't want to use the HBO app
Yeah.
because that kind of sucks.
I think you would unlock it too if you have like Showtime with your regular TV, but by then it's like, god damn, you're paying 3 different people to watch it.
And at that point, TV itself, like live TV, is just dying.
Yeah.
It is going to die
Basically.
soon because everybody's getting their own streaming service. Depending on how much they cost, though, I don't see people like actually watching TV nowadays. Like, do you, Michael? Like actual TV?
No, because I do it out of convenience because I don't have to worry about tuning in at a set time. I can watch it whenever I want to
Exactly.
and binge it if I want to.
Sad. I sort of watch it. I was gonna watch like the Women's World Cup today on TV, but I was like, now I'll just stream it through their thing. So live TV is done for sure. One of the other things I want to talk about was so Spider-Man, the new one coming out, is supposed to be the actual last movie in Phase 3, and then send us into Phase 4. And I've heard that the post-credit scenes are actually worth it. So when we watch it, Andrew,
Be careful what you say.
I am.
Worth it.
That's what I've heard. They are worth it. I'll say nothing else about that. But do you think that this is going to be a proper introduction to it, or do you think it's going to be muffled? Like, do you think there's going to be like a clear cut? This is where we're going, and this is what the future is going to be like.
I don't know.
No,
Depends
it's
how
not
long
going to
it
be
is.
clear because there's too much that they would have to explain if they want it to be super clear. If they have this giant plan of introducing all these new heroes, how are they going to fit that all into one little post-credit scene?
I think it's got to be something with Mysterio.
Yeah, you
it's got to
weenie.
be, man. He's not the bad guy. I'm telling you, he is not the bad guy.
I'm telling you, he is.
We'll see. But I think there might be one clear cut thing. There has to be. Either that be in the end
Hopefully
credit
not.
or in the actual movie. There has to be something to get people to keep coming back, man.
Well, they're gonna come back either way.
Yeah, at this
Just to
point,
watch a movie.
at the beginning, when they were first doing it, they needed people to keep coming back because there was only a few heroes. And it was like Iron Man, Thor, and they're like, just keep coming. We got more people. But everyone's familiar now with how big the universe is. So I don't think they need to tease them as much.
True. All right.
Dream dead.
What, did I just stump you or something?
No, it's just.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like there has to be something in there
Hopefully
to
not.
tease something new.
That's just wishful thinking. You
Yeah,
really
man.
want there to be something.
Sounds like there's a checklist.
I do want there to be something. And it's not a list. I just think there needs to be this one thing.
It's
Aren't
a
these
checklist of one.
These people who said the post-credit scene's worth it, aren't they the ones that got like some special like early screening?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by...
Isn't that kind of biased?
No, because I've heard other things about other movies. Like, especially...
Excuse me?
I heard they had to stay at the end of Homecoming. They had to. Remember that end credit scene?
Yeah.
Best one ever.
Worst
I don't
one
think
ever.
so.
Is that-
Best one
That was
ever.
the studio pissing in our faces.
I loved it so much.
Nope.
Especially your reaction after. Holy
I
shit.
enjoyed it, but I was
that
like-
was the best shit ever.
I was like, a lot of respect gone. A lot of it gone.
Oh my god, I love that so much. Wait, hang on. What else do we got here?
What?
Oh,
About my stuff?
so you watched Holey Moley, right?
I did.
God damn it, I keep forgetting. to watch
Good
that.
shit or bad shit?
Kind of a mix. So the parts
Just spoil it.
the parts that are
Spoiler
good,
alert.
I wish they would enhance.
Like what?
I want it to
4K.
be more. I want it to be more chaotic than it is. I feel like they're it's on ABC, so they're kind of like taking it easy on the whole physical Like,
So not as extreme as you'd like it to be.
no, not
At all?
yet, at least. The first obstacle, they had these two people, and the people.
Michael, what is Holey Moley?
Holey Moley is this new show that's basically like Wipeout mixed with mini golf, although very light on the Wipeout. I thought it was going to be more
Is it more like Wipeout or Ninja Warrior?
Wipeout for sure.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no way is it Ninja
There we go.
Warrior.
That's why it's more quirky, kiddie.
Yeah, and
Gimmicky.
the golfers that go up, they're for the most part normal people, but a lot of them are like really good at golf. Like one of the girls was in like the top 100 girl golfers in
Really?
the states or something.
So they
like
get
that.
actual professional golfers.
But some of them, they have, I don't know if they're doing it just for themselves or if they're asking them to, but they have like a character that they're kind of doing. Like one of them, there was a guy dressed in like a unicorn costume.
Whoa, what?
Some guy was dressed as like a lumberjack. I don't know. They're trying to do themes. It wasn't working for
That's
me.
odd because I was thinking it was like normal people.
Yeah.
Like here's Joe. He's a
Like
local
old,
mechanic.
like Wipeout was. It's just normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those local
that's what I wanted because, I don't know, they're trying to be funny in ways that weren't going for me, especially the announcers.
Cringe.
Yeah, so
Is Steph Curry bad?
he has a very punchable face to me.
Oh my.
So I naturally don't like him, but he wasn't as involved as you'd think. He was like at a certain point, there was these two girls golfing, and the one that got closer to the hole got to pick either him or this robot to help him hit the ball for the next hole. Mm-hmm. That was like his only plot point in there.
Okay.
How did the audience seem? Or is there an audience?
But just there while they're golfing, they seemed really into it. I don't know why.
Really? They had to have been paid a lot of money
A lot.
because I could feel that
$100.
that show has to be a ton of like mistakes made just trying to get the stuff that looks entertaining. And isn't like trying to shoot it into like something far, or you gotta like time it right so it gets caught on the lever and gets spun around and all that shit like that.
So the first hole was like two windmills back to back, and they had to hit it through both of them. The first girl that went, I think it went through the first windmill, but not the second. So she had to walk through it, but she got hit by the like rotating fan thing and like fell into the, I think, water. I don't know. There was
How
water.
many, how many tries do you get at that?
Unlimited.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
whoever has the least amount of swings.
Oh
Wins.
my
So
god.
it's like normal mini golf.
Yeah.
How many people do they have on the show?
Like 6. It went pretty fast. It was like 3 rounds, and then
And
there
is
was
it
a
an
winner.
hour long show?
Yeah, like 40 minutes.
My god. And the most difficult one, did that look extreme?
Nope. It
What
was
was it?
just a giant angled wall with 3 holes, and like the smallest hole, if you got it through there, it would get you the closest to the actual hole.
That's it?
What happens at the end? Like, is there like does it continue on? Like, they take the winner and they
Move
have
on
like
to
a
the
big
next episode. Or,
yeah, or is it like once whoever wins and they're out?
Whoever wins, I think, is just done for that episode.
They get a hug.
I don't think there's an overarching like finals thing,
Just
because
wait.
they won like $25,000 in like a jacket or something.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Dude, you can win more in Deal or No Deal. But you can also lose everything in Deal or No Deal. So
Yeah.
25,000 and a jacket?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Not even a trophy?
That's disgusting.
I didn't see a trophy.
That's bullshit. There needs to be a trophy at that. That's a sport. That's a sports competition.
No, you get a jacket like the Masters.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Yes, that's cool. I don't
not
think I'll
as cool.
ever watch that in my life.
I'll give it another shot, but I was let down. Andrew, you should watch it too, so you could get another opinion.
Yeah.
Has there only been one episode?
Yeah.
I saw like a solid 15 minutes of that episode.
Bad?
I saw some guy in the onesie, like a unicorn onesie, and I was instantly turned off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the way they were advertising
Maybe
it was
there's-
like this extreme
Yeah.
show. I thought they were gonna be like, jumping over fire and like dodge. There was a part where they were dodging these logs that were rolling down this track, and they were going so slow though that they just had to like hit the ball, walk up to it, then like duck.
No
a little
way.
bit. That's it.
Are you kidding me?
Wasn't even that hard.
That's so boring.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
I don't know who their target audience was, but
Definitely not kids.
No.
No one that's kids. Maybe it's gonna fail. It could fail.
it probably will.
I could see that failing. Something that I hope doesn't fail. Space Jam 2. Right.
Hopefully.
I mean, I hope that does not fail. Now, there's been people who are already confirmed in it. Michael, you probably don't know who these people are. You don't watch a lot of sports.
Any of them.
That was
Go ahead. I'll tell you.
LeBron, Clay, AD,
Clay Aiken.
no,
Like
Clay Thompson.
Like Clay.
Oh.
LeBron
Clay
James,
Thompson.
Anthony Davis, Clay Thompson, Diana Taurasi, I think.
So that's a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in the WNBA.
Oh,
And shoot, I can't remember. I'm blanking on the
They're
rest.
sisters.
the tennis players.
No.
No, they're all this is
basketball.
basketball. Dude.
Oh,
Damn
Now,
it, Michael.
this whole movie has been in like development for a long time, but the thing is, LeBron James plays basketball for like around 8 months in the year, maybe less. But there's no way. Like why even
Your
pick
face twitched.
why even pick LeBron James, to be honest? Like I know why they picked Michael Jordan, because he's Michael Jordan, but they're picking LeBron James.
Because LeBron James was the king. Do you not remember his reign?
I know, but
He's the most marketable like NBA
and
player.
yeah,
Right
it's
now.
all about
definitely
the
the most
name,
marketable.
like, who's most
Literally,
known.
I would not pick anyone else.
I would've-
I would still pick him today. I wouldn't pick anyone
I think
else.
I would have picked Steph Curry actually.
Nope.
No, more
Nope.
people hate him.
Really?
Yeah.
No, LeBron's
said
the
I
most
wanted to
hated
punch
player
him
in the
in the
NBA,
face.
dude.
Michael
say,
doesn't
Michael?
watch basketball and he wants to punch Steph Curry.
if you were to ask me, like, just on an average day to name a basketball player, first name that comes into my head is LeBron James.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's
that's
the most
definitely why
widely known
LeBron
person.
James is in the movie. Even though, he's on his way out of the NBA, but still.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an awful movie.
Yeah. Kid,
Jesus.
does he seem like
Honestly.
he'd even be a good actor?
No,
Right?
Oh, my God.
I don't think so. Do
So
you?
mean.
Do you?
I don't
Honestly,
know, hopefully.
I don't know, man.
I wish him luck.
I love
want
the
movie
first
to be
Space
good.
Jam movie, but like I feel like it's just going to be. It probably is a
Is it
remake,
going to be
which
a,
is fine.
a reboot or a sequel?
A sequel.
It's a sequel.
It's
Space
called
Jam 2.
Space Jam 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I hope
What
it's
the hell
cool.
is the plot supposed to be?
No one
Unknown.
knows.
The same thing?
I,
Just pull-
dude, the Monstars are going to return, and it's going to be the same thing. What else could they do?
Well, I had a fan theory, but I don't know if it'll work.
Fan
You-
fiction?
Yeah.
You,
Or I had a theory
of all
how it
people,
would go
fan
down.
theory?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Well, my theory is that the movie will take place when LeBron James is on the Heat still. I can't remember what year that is, but it takes place during his last year there.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever conflict he is in with the Looney Tunes, he figures out that he wants to go home, and that conflict, the movie, helps him make his decision to go back to Cleveland.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Because in the original, like, Michael's retired, right? Like, he's playing baseball. And
Yeah.
then he might meets the Looney Tunes, and like, yo, we got to play
And I don't
basketball.
remember
again,
when
dude.
that came out, like in the timeline of his career. So I don't know if they did the same thing. Like it's way past that time, but they go back in the movie.
See, that's like the same story, kind of, but I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Because that actually happened. It'd be pretty cool.
Y'all done?
I'm all done.
All right. I'm going to go next.
He's all out.
Because I want to go quick. So, remember last week I was telling you about the tardigrade?
No.
No. What was
Oh,
it?
is that the sea
oh,
bear?
water bear.
Freaking indestructible water bear thing. That intrigued me. I wanted to see what other unkillable animals there were. Apparently, there's an immortal jellyfish.
A literal jellyfish?
An immortal jellyfish.
Immortal.
Yes.
Okay, how small is this guy?
It's like millimeters.
No one. And it's immortal?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to guess how?
Too goddamn
You can kill it yourself, but as far as aging,
Oh.
It won't die from natural causes.
has biological immortality.
I don't think a little jelly gets wrinkles.
Oh, he doesn't eat.
Gets wrinkles.
Well, that's what happens to us. We get wrinkles, we die.
Wrinkles are a side effect of aging.
I know, so he doesn't age.
What'd you say, Andrew?
He doesn't eat.
I don't know what jellyfish eat, but the way it does this is basically it makes itself younger, like on its own. Like when it's faced with threat, it like shrinks itself, and by doing that, it's like reversing its age. So it's kind of like the way they explained it was like imagine a butterfly going back into a caterpillar. So they just go back into like an immature age and then back to mature over and over.
But that's
back
only
and
when they're
forth.
faced with threats, right?
It could probably do it on its own.
Probably.
At will.
That sounds painful.
That does. Imagine like you as yourself. Like, I don't want to go to college. I'm afraid. And
You're back to an
age
infant?
yourself
Why'd you do
to
that?
your infant self.
Who's gonna take care of you?
But
No one.
the thing is, you could age yourself back, like the jellyfish, right?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Well,
You're
I
looking
mean,
at-
they grow back the natural way again.
It's not instantaneous.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You sure?
They just age.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to go to college. Infant. Wait 18 years. Still don't want to go. Now, can the jellyfish do this unlimited times?
Yes.
That's what he means by immortal.
There you go. Thank you, Zach.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Well, cool.
Cute.
Wait, what's this called again?
Immortal jellyfish.
That's his title?
Yeah. It's got like a Latin name, but I didn't.
Where is this
Write it down.
beast found?
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean?
Mm-hmm.
The ocean. The aquatic realm, Alex.
The sea.
Unconquered.
Unconquered by man.
You're not allowed to go there.
It's immortal until
Now, what
Alex
did you
gets
think
there.
of when you first read that shit?
BS.
I would have thought BS as well. B fucking S.
Well, whenever I hear about something being immortal, I try to figure out, or I try to wonder, like, when did it like come into existence in the first place? Like, how and
Well, if
why?
it's super small, it had to have been one of the first shits.
Well, apparently it comes from, let's see, it begins as a larva called a planula, which settles on a seafloor and grows into a cylindrical colony of polyps. So imagine like a little stick,
yeah.
and then at the very tip, little jellyfish like cells are popping off,
Really?
and then it goes into the ocean, and then it grows.
Now, are these boys found pretty deep in the ocean?
Boys.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
deep.
mean,
Is this
No,
animal
I don't
asexual
know
then?
how,
I'm kind of going off topic a bit,
Okay.
but there are tons of goddamn fish under the sea.
There's like
way
20.
fucking deep there.
well, they
that
say we
look
have
like fucking
There's
aliens.
still like 80-something% of the ocean we haven't discovered.
80%?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Nah,
I
it's
didn't think it
mapped
was
out.
that much.
There's the Arctic, there's the Pacific,
Yeah.
there's the Atlantic. It's all done.
It's all there. It's all there.
I know, but still, like, that's crazy, man. How much like stuff is like lurking in there? Like, no wonder they're like all jelly, because
No
when
wonder you can't
deeper,
go there.
deeper in the ocean, they're like
Jelly.
jelly and like transparent. You can see through them and shit. And it's like, what do these fuckers eat?
They eat just crap off the sea floor. There's like little
Do they eat
dust
the
and
plastic?
stuff.
They're
Other
like filter
fish-
feeders.
Okay.
Other
okay.
fish that like die and fall
There's
to
no
the
plastic
bottom
down there.
They eat it.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. Like, and we can't take them back up because they'll die, right? They're probably
Take
fucking
what
die.
back up? The jellyfish?
Like
To the
those
surface?
creatures down there.
Oh yeah, well because they can't live in light. They've adapted to the dark.
Vampires.
Born in the darkness.
Well, those jellyfish, they're trying to do like stem cell research onto them, maybe to learn how to make us immortal. Who knows?
Now
And
is
so you can turn back into an infant and
Yeah.
avoid college.
holy shit. What are stem cells?
I don't know,
Scared
Zach. Do you know?
Is it like something I've read it? It's
I
like
think it's the cells on the stem of the plant.
The only thing I
just
know
take
that they
off.
use it for is like certain animals. They try to use them and
To clone
use their
them, right?
biology like on us to help us with our.
It's like cells
physical
from when you're
problems.
really young, so that they're extremely adaptable. So, like, it could be used like to help form your arm or part of your lungs or anything really.
to help like grow
Yeah.
shit, like regenerate something.
That's why people want to use that, because they figure like, well, if your arm's damaged, if you get stem cells, you could just program them to fix whatever's wrong with your arm or whatever.
But that's not we're not using that, right? Like now.
I mean, people are trying to.
We're trying to get it, but it's not legal. Is it?
I mean,
It
if they're
depends
trying
on
to,
what you're
it's
using it
probably
for.
legal.
Wait, what'd you say?
If they're using it in science, it's probably legal. What do you mean?
Yeah,
is it
but in
illegal?
some countries differ though. Like in some other places, they can use it, and they'll have a doctor there that's gonna do it for you. But here, they might not because it's not legal.
Oh, you mean like if you're missing an arm and they want to use this experimental treatment, they have to fly you over to Hong Kong?
I've heard about stuff like that like all the time, where like there's a doctor here that's been experimenting with this. It's illegal, or this drug is illegal in the States, but over here it works. Mm-hmm. I've heard of shit about that all the time, but if it works, why the hell not try it here? You know, does it need more testing? I mean, I'm sure they do testing and shit, right?
Yeah, probably not.
No, you just like, oh, it might not work.
Well, I just
use
said
it.
that, so I don't know.
Dies.
Yeah. I mean, they use stem cells in a lot of different testing.
Like on plants.
All right. So I also saw this article about robotic sexual partners.
That's old news, Michael.
It's okay.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
But,
Is that old?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess it's old. But
There's a but.
they said it's very likely to come within the next like 10 or 20 years.
Months?
No, that's fine. I don't give a shit about having a sex with a robot.
Really?
I honestly, no. I don't care.
Even if you fall in love with it?
Okay. Are we talking about a robot that's like a fucking Terminator? Like it's like so goddamn
it's
lifelike?
not gonna form a gun out of its arm and kill you.
Terminators
No,
don't
it's
form
just
guns out of
a
their
programmed robot that you have sex with. What's the big
What,
deal?
is that going to be like thousands of dollars?
First of all,
It's probably like 10
as a man,
to rent.
tight. That's a pretty cool concept. But
That is cool, I guess, but
society's screwed if that takes off.
well, fuck yeah.
If a guy or a woman, I'm pretty sure more guys are going to be skewed towards this. But if they're in like a relationship with a person and then there's like, you know, all these ups and downs, instead of working through it, they're just going to be like,
It's got
screw
that
it,
bot.
dump ya. Let me get a robot
That
girlfriend.
Got
That's
that
funny.
bot.
Well, we'll see. I doubt it, but it's interesting to think about that. Mm-hmm. It's like we're just moving more and more farther to AI and cybernetic shit.
One more thing really quick, just because I want to fight. A strawberry isn't actually a berry, but a watermelon is.
Yeah, strawberry is not because a watermelon has the seeds inside.
There's 3 things that make a berry.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking about a fruit.
The
Never
bear
mind.
at the end of
Fuck
its
me.
name.
Fuck me.
An outer skin, a fleshy middle, and an internally contained seed.
Oh, so no fleshy.
The strawberries have
no,
seeds
no
on the
skin.
outside.
That's so weird.
You're right. You know, I always thought a grape was a fucking berry as a kid.
It is a berry.
No, grapes are grapes.
It is a berry? I thought it needed the berry at the end. Whatever.
It's got the outer skin,
Didn't you just
fleshy
hear that?
middle,
Yeah.
seeds on the inside. That's a berry.
Well, not all grapes have seeds.
Well,
What?
natural grapes do.
Not the ones I eat, though.
So those aren't natural.
What are you talking about?
Dude, okay,
Where are you
can
getting
you
your
even
grapes?
eat a grape with seeds in it? Have you tried that? It's
I
awful.
don't know what a grape seed looks like. I'd probably be eating them this whole time.
No,
you're just
they're
buying
pretty big.
seedless.
They're big.
they're big.
They
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
have
you would have
multiple.
known.
Yeah.
You probably would have spit it out.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're
So
pretty.
you've been buying the seedless ones your whole life.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
But that's modified, right? The ones without seeds.
I think so.
use
I,
stem cells.
don't know how
surgery and take them out.
No, come on, Andrew.
I know.
But yeah, like
They said that watermelon, bananas, grapes, and eggplants are all technically berries.
really, and eggplants.
If they follow those 3 rules of the outer skin, fleshy middle, and
Yeah.
internal seed, then yeah.
I remember I used to think that a lemon was a vegetable. What is it?
Well, that's just, you're a nut from that.
I've never heard anybody think that before.
No, I did, dude. But when I was a kid, though, because it was sour, not sweet, I thought it had to be sweet to be a fruit. When I was a kid, though, now
How old were you?
I was like
21.
16.
9. That's too old to think that.
Says whom?
Says me.
All right, you're incredible.
He's majoring in the development of the brain.
That's true.
All right, Zach. What do you got for us today?
Alex,
Hit us.
bro.
Hit us. Yeah.
Actually, just hit Alex.
you've seen this movie Ant-Man? Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
You
In
like this
Ant-Man-
movie?
I do like it.
Well, actually, I guess.
The first one.
Do they go in the quantum realm in the first one? I actually don't even remember.
He does at the very end.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quantum realm.
Is it actually
Kind of
called the
remember.
quantum
You
realm?
lost
No. No, there's. You can think of it as in like if you want to go really, really small, it's quantum. But other than that, there's nothing really called like the quantum realm. So there was this experiment that was done. These scientists got a diamond, and in the center of the diamond was a flaw. It was a hole just big enough for a single photon of light.
Whoa.
And so they shot one in, and they used quantum entanglement to basically prove a theory that's been going along for about 100 years since Einstein. So it's basically these two photons, they're going to be connected regardless of distance between them. So one photon could be in the center of that diamond. The other one could be moved all the way across the universe. Distance doesn't matter. But when one thing happens to one of them, it'll happen to the other instantaneously. So if you want to think about it like this, if you shoot like a flashlight at the diamond, and then you take the diamond away from that flashlight, move it across the world, it'll still be shining as if
Are you kidding?
the light is shining
So
on
it
it.
like contains the light inside of it? Is that what you're saying?
It's because if that other photon that it's entangled with, if that's still receiving light, then the other one will act as if light is there as well.
It will act it. Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So how does this affect starships?
Well, actually, so there's an
space.
idea that this could be used for communication once people become interplanetary. Because if you want to send a message to Mars,
Very true.
at the speed of light, that's 20 minutes one way,
Yeah.
20 minutes back. But if you use
And this way it's much
this
faster.
idea, it's instant.
It's instant, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the
damn it.
galaxy, you can FaceTime with somebody.
Holy fuck. Yo, okay. Honestly, guys, question. Like,
Uh-oh.
I am super excited for this.
No.
But we're not going to live to see this.
Well, maybe we will.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'll kill you
Zach's
before that
on
happens.
my side.
I don't want you to
Well,
live to it.
Like, there's a Chinese team that's working on creating a new form of internet based on this principle. And they're doing it now. And technically, you can already do a lot of this stuff. It's not really dependent on us understanding why it happens. We just know what will happen.
Yep.
Whoa.
You're blowing a hole in my mind, Zach.
You are.
Now I'm
dude.
trying to think about how is like Verizon and AT&T gonna affect this. If you're trying to send a message to Mars, like how are they gonna charge you for that?
They just hire scientists to
Well, I mean, they
replicate the
can't
same
charge you now.
process.
They don't have satellites up there.
No way, but like, you said the Chinese are working on this?
Yeah. I mean, there's other teams doing it. It's just that's the most public one. I'm sure all the other ones are top secret.
You said that very racist.
I think they're
Yeah.
doing this at Area 51.
I mean, they could be.
They could do it anywhere. They can do it in
Yeah.
fucking
They're
Nevada.
doing it across the street.
I mean, it's usually top secret because it has a lot of military applications. So, I mean, for all we know, it could be working already. It's just they're not going to let you know.
Seems
Yeah,
like
dummy.
all this stuff like that we talk about that has a chance of like propelling us technologically is all like funded by military.
Yeah.
Correct?
Sure.
Now, which is kind of a question I want to bring up.
We're in trouble.
We could be in trouble.
No, I was just saying that. I mean, us in the podcast, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And the
They're
audience.
listening.
But like, if only like SpaceX had this type of like research teams, right? Like,
They don't need it.
excuse you?
I mean, why do you think they would want it?
Why not to be the first to do it?
That doesn't
Yeah.
apply to their mission, though.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get to Mars.
Listen,
I don't think there's a race anymore, is there?
listen.
To what?
To Mars.
We're already there.
Not really.
To space travel kind of stuff.
To
No, I
put
don't
like a
think so.
man on Mars, NASA basically canceled their rocket that would be capable of doing that, and no one else is even close. So
I think they did that
So it's
because
Elon and no one else,
is it really just Elon?
basically.
I mean, he was basically the only person funding it for the
All
longest
right, now,
time.
so how much of a difference between the technology in Elon's stuff versus NASA? Like, is there a big difference, or is it not as big as we think?
They're going down two entirely different paths. So SpaceX, they're working on making everything reusable and cheaper. NASA was going down a different way of just we're going to make things extremely powerful. So like we can have like a rocket that'll be able to launch extremely heavy things, so they could create like a lunar base and stuff like that.
You know how NASA's funded by the government?
Yeah.
No mistakes. They don't want any
Oh.
mistakes. So when they do, if theoretically, if they were to send someone there can't be any mistakes. With Elon, that's all private. If there is a mistake, that's on his fault.
Well, the reason they canceled it is because it was really far behind because NASA gets almost no money.
Yeah.
They get a couple $1 billion a year, if that. That's why it was canceled.
Okay, so, but still, it's like
Alex wants to go now.
Yeah,
I do want to go now, but like
befriend Elon.
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter. He should know this by now.
Well, I feel like he probably, every time we release these podcasts, the topic that we're talking about, like an hour
It comes
later,
up. Yeah.
they tweet about it.
Yeah, it does come up.
Yeah. What was the thing that Elon tweeted? Like
Starships.
Yeah, he's saying like they're going to be focusing more on starships, like
Like they're prioritizing
couple
it.
hours after we were done. Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, we should be done with rockets. Done. Why do you think NASA canceled the rocket? They need to move on to starships.
Because you said so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, they heard it like shit.
Am I not
Trash this
influencing these companies? Starships is the way to go, bro. It is. I want
guess
true.
I want my cut of that check too. Because I know that
You just told him to do it. You didn't give him any research.
after I say starships and I make that public and
It's his
popular.
IP.
That's my IP. This guy tweets out starships. We're gonna use starships. I can't remember the tweet. I'm like, holy shit! Zach messaged us, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, holy fuck!
Holy moly.
This is crazy. Holy moly!
Yeah.
Actually, Elon was under NDA, and we were what released him from that. Is we brought it to the public. There we go.
So we're actually heroes.
Yeah,
What's his involvement in Tesla? Because I know he got like in trouble
I
kind of
don't
recently,
know.
right?
I'm sure he's just an investor at some point. I don't think he holds any chair anymore.
All right,
Zombie.
Yeah, here.
well, yes, that took a while.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
You were saying you want some of that money, Alex. There's
Oh, no.
There's a lot of money
It
on
is coming
one
to you.
particular asteroid that NASA's going to.
There's money on it.
$10,000 quadrillion worth.
It's on it.
It's
It's
the
just there.
asteroid.
It's like
Oh,
you don't
they
know
want the asteroid.
briefcase.
Yeah.
So why is it so valuable?
It's all the gold and rare minerals that are on there. It has enough mineral there or metals there that it would, if you were to sell it now for exactly what it's worth, it would be enough to make every single person on Earth a billionaire.
What?
Ooh,
Am I the first person to hear about this?
No, I think
Obviously not.
Besides Zach, have you heard about
makes
this?
him the first. No.
you trying to call dibs or
In
something
this
on it?
group
no.
here, you're the second.
Oh my God, yo. Okay, so
Now the listeners are the third. You're welcome.
they want someone, or NASA is trying to get on that asteroid.
I mean, I'm sure they want to get there, see if it's able to be mined.
Oh, but that shit is moving at speeds faster than cars.
It's relative, Alex.
Yeah, not necessarily.
What do you mean relative?
It's relative. If you're in space, you're going the same speed as an asteroid. It doesn't appear as if either of you are moving, but you're actually moving.
how big-
right now, we're moving at thousands of miles per hour, but to us, we're sitting still.
How big is this asteroid then?
Probably like
I don't know.
Probably like a mile.
It's
100
pretty
feet in
big.
diameter.
Pretty big.
It's pretty big. But
So we can
I
just
mean,
have someone like grapple on, like staple them into it, and then just start
tether
picking
it
away
back
at
to
it.
the Earth.
How far is this asteroid?
Lasso
It's
it.
in the asteroid belt. So it's not terrible.
Like 2 miles away.
20 minutes.
Yo, so we need to get there to get those minerals.
But if you also think about it, if you did that, the entire economy would collapse instantly.
It's too much money.
So we don't get that much stuff.
No.
We only get what we need to create.
I think that's
20
the
pounds
idea.
worth.
There's a lot of rare earth metals there, which, I mean, they're rare, so you
We
need
need to
those
get
for
those so
things,
we
for
can
technology
fill
and
that
other
table
stuff.
of the elements, dude.
Yeah.
just get it, divide it up between the nations, have everybody pay off their debts, and then good to go.
It's not
World
that
peace.
simple though.
Ew.
Why not?
Because not every country wants to share, bro.
Well, they obviously want to get it.
They
We're
want to
gonna
get it,
soon.
but they want it all for themselves. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who?
If no one
China?
else is going to pay for it,
Russia?
if it's just NASA paying for
how does
it, they want
having
it
it
all.
make them rich though? If they're not selling it, they just have it.
What?
If they just have it, if they just have the minerals, but they're not gonna sell it, how does that make them
They
rich?
use it to create things. They use these precious metals that are super hard to find in here in order to create things in which they put into other things. I'm being very specific here. That could propel us technologically, advance.
Throw us.
I'm serious, dude. Like, these metals are super hard to find, but sometimes these metals are what's needed to power something that we want to try to build, right?
But if they're just using it as a resource, then that doesn't affect the economy, right?
They're not going to use it as a resource, though. They're going
Then
to
what
use
the fuck? What was that whole spiel you just went
They
on
want
about?
to build
We could
shit
use
with it.
Use it as a resource to build shit.
And then, wait. So what's your
shit?
point?
I'm trying to say, because Zach was saying it's going to throw off the whole economy if they have all of that stuff that's supposed to make.
Because it's going to change everything that we're already used to.
Like what?
Everything. Depending on what they find there, they can create new shit, bro, that will pretty much get rid of this laptop. The way it works, the way it functions, all the parts that are used in it. It could change all of that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
God, you think so little, Michael.
I mean, that's not what I meant, but okay.
What did you mean?
Think about it. If everybody on Earth is a billionaire, what is $1 worth?
True.
Why are you looking at me? He's
True.
asking you.
True. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right. And you know what? That's what's going to happen. The bill is going to be gonzo, right?
Okay.
The bill will be gone. I mean,
These damn
in my
years
eyes,
Gonzo.
in my eyes, the penny should have already been gone a while ago.
Okay.
But now what you said, if we actually get that, and like what Zach said, it's going to make the economy crumble. The world's not ready for that. The world can't have that. It just can't, bro. Everything's going to be too expensive at that point, and we're going to run out of all that money.
Oh God.
People are going to overspend, and they're going to go from billionaires to poor ass people. That's what's going to happen. I know for a fact.
You're such a nut, Alex.
You know what?
I swear to God.
I'll just cut it off there. I don't want to expose the world to any more of this week.
All right, Andrew. What are you up to these days?
Oh, very little. Very little.
Okay.
I don't do much, so.
Well, but did you want to talk about anything?
Oh, there's just talk that Cyberpunk game, Alex, that or you guys, since we're all interested in playing that game, it's supposed to be like, double the size of The Witcher, like its size.
gigs.
I would honestly expect nothing less.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
That's what I was thinking too. And I know, like, because there's some people when they play games, they don't have the external hard drives. And I know, like, the memory space on the consoles and even on PCs, like, just in general, don't have enough for some games like that. So that's still a problem for some people. But I already have that, so I'm good to go.
But I'm gonna throw you this idea.
Do it.
For the next generation consoles. They're gonna be leveraging that very fast storage that's inside the console. And if you put it onto the external hard drive, that's order of magnitude slower.
Yeah, it is.
So then if you do that, all that improvement that they've made, that goes out the window.
So that would mean they have to make new hard drives then, right?
That means that they'd have to make external hard drives, SSDs, like they have inside the new consoles.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And that's extremely expensive.
Yeah, it is.
So, where's our price range here for these new consoles? I mean, like,
No one knows.
how much money am I going to put out of my pocket? I mean, I'm a billionaire at this point.
It's true. Then they could charge whatever they want. Couple $100 million, that's nothing to you.
Well, if we're all billionaires, then yeah, it's going to be several $1 million.
How much is this going to cost right now, though?
No one
right
knows.
now, it's going to be probably 500 at least.
Wait, what is the console?
Yeah.
Oh,
And this is, dude, okay.
If
so
not more.
That's going to make the Xbox One X the most powerful console the world has ever seen. Look like nothing then, right?
not look like
Depends.
nothing, but
It's
It
going to be
could.
a lot better in some aspects, but like the graphics power, not that huge of a leap.
Okay, so it's mainly like what you said, no load screens and shit like that.
speed.
It's that,
The
and
speed.
it's another thing. So a CPU is entirely separate for, like, you know how when the Xbox One X was coming out, they kept saying it's got 6 teraflops.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful thing. That's all in the GPU. So that's what makes it 4K. That's what helps render like prettier bushes and water and stuff like that. But this next generation is going to have a much more powerful CPU, which means that it can have higher frame rates. They can have a lot more AI. They can make worlds bigger. They can have shorter load times and other stuff like that.
And in the end, I feel like that's really what their focus should be on, right? I mean, because frame rate is such a big deal now.
Yeah.
Like, I see, I'm sure you've all been seeing, like, you're playing a game and the frames drop, like, so much. And you're like, wow, this is trash. And you can hear it, too. Sometimes that thing will start humming pretty loudly or shit.
I mean, that's going to happen regardless.
And even more now. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
You gonna buy it?
The new one?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Why not?
Because that breaks my rule of how I operate with consoles.
Would
I don't buy one unless mine breaks or the quality is so bad I have to.
But this is gonna be next gen, right?
Yeah. So they say.
The thing is, with this jump, before, the big trade-off was usually resolution. So, like, there's an example. So, like, Battlefield 4, that was on the previous generation of Xbox and this current generation. The main difference was the new generation had 60 FPS, so double the frame rate, and a slightly higher resolution. But with this newer generation, the games will be probably fundamentally different.
Probably.
And will have the higher frame rate. And probably higher resolution.
Fundamentally different. What do you mean by that? Like,
the advances that are going to be in this new generation allows you to build bigger worlds, more AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because of that, you can't do that on the older generation.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have smaller worlds, or you're going to have to just have a lot more load screens everywhere.
Yeah.
In the previous generation of consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's going to be very significant. It's not just going to be like, oh, it's slightly blurrier and it's 30 FPS.
Mm-hmm. So, like, you know how that whole thing you said about more open worlds are going to be bigger and bigger, but not every game is about open worlds, right? So they're just going to, with the other games, they're really going to, how they're going to use this technology is cutting down load screens and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the game basically never has to load at all.
Yeah. Sure. But like, think about, even in shooters, those aren't open world, but they'll funnel you into a corridor. Like, you have to walk through this door, and that's how they hide a load screen.
You're right.
But if you don't have that problem anymore, you could just have it be a larger space, and there isn't that door that hides the load screen.
Oh, okay. Now, load screens to me aren't a problem. Are they a problem for you guys?
No.
Yes.
I do not have a problem with them.
Yes. Why, Zach? Just because?
I mean, I've been on my computer for 7-8 years now, and I've had an SSD in there, so way faster storage there. So I got used to a load screen taking a second or less. And then whenever I'd go back to my Xbox One and load screens would be 30-40 seconds at times, it killed me. Like, I hated it so much.
Oh, man.
Like, it's just hard to go back. That's why it's a problem for me. Like, as a kid, I never noticed it because that's just the way things were. But once you kind of experience the new thing, it's really, really hard to go back.
That's a good point, because that's how they've always been. The load screen's just been a thing. So when that goes away, fuck, that's gonna be crazy, dude. It's like,
We'll see.
you're not a big fan of it, or what?
Andrew's not a fan of.
I can take a
new
lot of
things.
shit from things. So I have a pretty fucking
You got a high
strong will
tolerance.
on a lot of things that everyone else around me is like, this fucking guy. So I have a very strong will. So
Andrew would wait for
it require a
hours for
lot
one
of bullshit to happen to sway me. But overall, no.
How about you?
Well, it's kind of case by case. Like, if we're playing the game that we collectively play that takes the longest is Grand Theft Auto 5. When we're just loading into it, like right at the beginning, takes a long time.
That's famous for loading.
Yeah.
That is famous
It's
for loading.
bad.
Very
So
bad.
like the beginning sucks, and then if we get
Kicked out
booted
or
out of
something.
the session, we have to reload back in, which takes a long time. So like if you're just trying to play really quick for like half an hour, 45 minutes, which we usually play longer, but if you're someone who tries to get in a quick session, that's going to be pretty irritating because that takes like a good chunk of your time that you're trying to play.
Has anyone clocked the opening loading for Grand Theft Auto?
No.
I mean, it varies on what you're loading into.
Multiplayer.
When it first launched, I saw a test done and it was over 2 minutes.
My God. That is a long
It was like 243 or something like that.
And with this new technology, that should be
I mean,
gone or cut down?
It should be cut down significantly, but that's also on Rockstar. Like their servers are kind of crap. So if they don't improve those to take advantage of it, then
It's never fixed.
I mean, it's still going to go a lot faster on the console side, but it still might take probably 30, 40 seconds just waiting on their servers.
Like you said, case by case with different games. I
Yeah.
like that. What's
you.
next, Andrew?
That it?
There was like breaking news that just happened right before we recorded about like the new progression system they're going to add into the Master Chief Collection.
Ooh.
And like they're explaining, I didn't read all of it, but they're explaining like they're going to have like a season thing. So there'd be a season like on the calendar that will be open, and you have a chance to unlock all of these little customizations for your character.
Yeah.
And then once the season's over, usually they have a new batch of things. But they're explaining like, oh no, the stuff from this current season you'll still be able to unlock when the new one
So it
comes
doesn't
out.
go away.
Yeah,
once the
so it
next
won't go
season
away.
starts.
Because there's some games where that stuff goes away, and then there's other games that have tried to fight that.
Isn't that like how Fortnite works? If you
Yeah.
miss out on the stuff the last season, then that's just gone.
Yeah, it's
you can't
gone.
get it. Okay.
And then there's, I think Black Ops has like they've done work against that. So like there's a reserves thing, like a whole another like metric that like you level up through that brings like
That you can
something from
unlock the old
past.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically it's not on their thing. It's not gone, but
I think that's a much more consumer-friendly way to approach it.
yeah.
Because Fortnite, it encourages you.
Yeah.
You have to play it. You have to buy the battle pass, and if you don't, then just you lose it.
It's gone, right?
And-
There's no other way you can
Yeah.
get it again.
Yeah.
Now-
Which I'm a fan of.
And
I
this
love
is
that
coming
shit.
to MCC, right? How
Yeah.
was their
Yeah.
progression thing before?
There is none.
yeah,
So this is all
this is
brand new.
entirely new.
When is this coming out?
They haven't said yet.
They're trying to bring it with Halo Reach because people were such a fan of how progression worked in Halo Reach. They want some of that back, and so they had to build a progression system from the ground up so it works with Halo Reach and then all the other games as well.
Well, if it does work, that's going to be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
It should work.
I'm
because
excited.
I like how they're actually putting more time into this game now, because there's so much Halo that you can play. I feel like Halo's making a comeback, boys. I
It's
think
never
it
been gone.
was.
No, I'm just kidding.
It only has,
The
it
Master
was
Chief
gone.
Collection is the most wish-listed game on Steam.
Yo. Fuck yeah.
More than Cyberpunk.
Good. Halo all the way, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about this.
Halo's
About you,
its
Michael?
own different
I'm-
thing.
I'm excited.
It's a whole another
I'm
monster.
excited.
It is, dude. Like, finally, because the Master Chief Collection, it works so well. Like,
Now.
the,
Yes,
the
now.
game's getting in the game. I know before.
It's
I mean,
bad.
there's been stories. Andrew, would you like to tell that? How long did you wait to play a game?
Like an hour. An actual hour.
For one multiplayer game, then he'd have to wait an hour again for another.
And I did that. No
But
problems.
I love how they actually are finally making this
Yeah.
game work. Because,
They formed a whole team just to support that one game.
because when it was announced that it was actually coming out, the Master Chief Collection, there was so much hype for that. And then it comes out, and then I gotta wait an hour.
Yeah.
Oof.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. Very bad.
All right, Andrew. You all done?
yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That's
I'm
it,
good.
right?
I'm
All right.
good.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. You already know where to find us. Should I tell them again? Even though this is the 24.
It's a staple now.
Apple
of season one.
Podcast, Spotify, Podbean.com,
YouTube.
YouTube. No one goes to YouTube.
I know. I know. But still, we're there,
Am
people.
I missing one? That's it, right?
That's it.
Spotify, Podbean, iTunes.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Well, that was it for this week, everybody. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for
Season
listening.
2.
See you later. What?
For season 2.
Oh, yeah. What, are we saying that now?
Why are we doing seasons?
Teasing.
It's just
Just for
25.
It's just for fun. Well, they're not actually seasons. We're
Andrew,
just
we're
saying.
just trying to have fun. right?
Yeah.
We're just saying it. We're not actually putting out season
shit out of
3
my
coming
face.
out.
It's just
Try
25.
to go through a day with a smile.
You're 25.
All right.
I'm
I'll see you
smiling
guys
this
next
whole
time.
time.
Bye.